Pete C. Morley Award is the Distinguished Service Award that began in 2002 after Pete Morley passed away. Both Pete and Marg are known for their extraordinary gift in managing people and ideas and leaving a lasting and admirable long-term impression.
I never anticipated any of these things out of just joining with a group of people and being of service. And so I'm pretty humbled. I'm pretty humbled. It's pretty amazing.
She was a very enthusiastic little girl, and she went headfirst into everything.
She always had a bit of an entrepreneurial bent to her. Liked business, liked doing business. Had a job from the time she was 12 or 13.
The thing that has always struck me about Marg is that second best is never something that you settle for. You are always striving to do the best you possibly can. And I'm sure she got that not only from her inner self, but also from people who have mentored her earlier on in her life.
Well, I think she's always been an entrepreneur at heart. I think that she is a grower and a builder and a developer.
Yeah, Marg is truly an entrepreneur. She started her corporate life working with large corporations, but I think she very quickly found that she didn't quite fit the corporate mold and really wanted to move and develop things at her own speed.
I think Marg is utterly fearless, and she leads by example.
Margaret is one of the most gracious people that I've ever known.
When you think about people that have inspired her, I think, knowing Marg as I do, I think it's been her family. She often talks about her mom and her dad and some of the wisdom they've imparted to her along the way, as well as her husband Mark, of course, and her kids.
She's hardworking, but there are a lot of people who are hardworking. She has a really good perspective on what she's doing and how her place fits in within everything you see around you and the people that she interacts with. I think she holds herself to a high standard, but she doesn't lose track of her family or personal life.
What inspires me about Marg is that she's able to keep so many balls up in the air at the same time. She's a senior and active investment professional. She's been a long-time volunteer. She has a wonderful family. And she does it all with amazing ease and amazing grace.
The thing about Marg that really inspires me is her ability to remain engaged in so many different facets of both her professional life, her corporate life, and her personal life, and participate fully in all of them.
The CFA designation for Margaret has been more than a credential. Really, her involvement with the CFA here in Toronto and globally has been a platform for her to develop and show her leadership skills.
Earning the CFA designation for Marg, I think, has been truly a watershed event. It has really opened up quite a number of doors for her.
I think on the local level, Marg has been involved in so many different capacities. She has been past president of the Toronto CFA Society, which involves leadership of senior volunteers, staff members, and carrying out the mission. She then went on to be the chair of the Board of Governors for the CFA Institute.
So the very first board meeting I attended, I remember all the people around the table, 18 or 19 of them. Marg was one of the quieter ones, fun enough. Very sure-footed, very sure-headed, very assiduous in what she did, just very classy.
She worked long, hard hours as regional chair. She worked long, hard hours as the president in Toronto. She devoted herself when it was a society. She devoted herself when it was for Canada, and she devoted herself when she actually ran the whole institute.
So she's obviously good with markets, good with clients, but she's just good with people. She's good with governments. She's good with all parts of governance. All of those things. She connects very well.
There's something so utterly inspiring, though, about contributing to something that is not about yourself and not about compensation. And for me, one of the greatest things about participating in the CFA world, both here in Toronto and globally, is it's the power of 1 + 1 = 10. And so when you have that many people who are giving their time, their intellect, their networks, and doing it really freely, and with sort of the best intentions, it's hard not to get pretty excited.
The legacy that is the CFA Institute is in fact better than the way I found it and better than the way she found it, and she's made a terrific effort.
Margaret's really deserving of this recognition because she's given her heart and soul to the CFA, like she does with everything else in her life. And it's just an incredible recognition of wonderful years of service.
I can't tell you enough how very pleased I am that CFA Institute has awarded you the Morley Distinguished Service Award.
Marg, nobody deserves it more than you.
Marg richly deserved your last in the line of a lot of eminent people. Just well done. Sorry I can't be with you.
And I can't think of anybody who's more deserving of it. Congratulations.
Congratulations on receiving the Pete Morley Award. You are very deserving, and we look forward to many more accomplishments, but also thank you for all that you've contributed to us so far.
All right, Mom, congratulations. We're really proud of you, obviously. It's great to be honored for the work you've done, and you really deserve this.
Margie, this is a wonderful, wonderful award, and it's well earned. We're very, very proud of you. I think you've done a wonderful job.
We're really proud of you, Margie, and we love you dearly.